I was definitely different since the day I was born. And I noticed I was different. I was thinking differently than other kids. That I was like, no, I was brought up in a house that was actually very kind of revolutionary and anti-establishment. So I was had that ingrained in me, and I saw things way more clearly than it. Like most kids were just following what they were told, and I'm like, no, this makes no sense. What are you
Yeah.
guys doing? No, we're not going to do this. And arguing with the teachers, I always got in trouble, and part of that was no, I'm in my 50s, and back then it's there was no idea what ADHD is, and I was
Yeah.
like a classic example, always bursting, always like shooting the answers or shooting jokes in the middle of class,
Really.
and couldn't stand still, and I had a lot of trouble with that, and it was difficult. Some teachers got me, and that was fun. Like first and second grade, I was doing well, and I was like excited, and I was doing. She got me what I needed. Like here's extra stuff you can do. That's because I was very bright too.
Hmm.
Um, and yeah, this is like you went first grade, but this is third grade math. Just have fun with it. And I was like, yes, it was fun. And then I switched schools, and then my third grade, and suddenly like they didn't get me.
Mm.
And that was tough. And I had problems, and I was fighting a lot. I was fighting the teachers, fighting kids. I was having a
Oh,
hard time with the transition.
yeah.
And
And where was this at? Where were you located then?
I was born in Chile, and I grew up in Israel.
Okay.
And I moved to the U.S. when I was in my early 20s, 21, 22.
Gotcha.
So it was at that point I realized they don't get me. I need to quelch my light, my spark. Now I see it what
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah.
I need to be more conventional because no matter how, and I was still defiant and difficult.
Mm.
Um, but it was tough. It was tough to feel that. You can really feel myself turning down. And
Yeah.
since that point, I had kind of a low grade depression for
Yeah.
for a long time as a kid.
Yeah.
I still was had fun with friends. You know how it is. It's not like a thing. But I was different. I felt different. I thought differently, and it was. I had different ideas of what is, and I always asked those big questions. And kids wanted to go out and play stuff, and I did that too. I was very, no, actually popular and everything. People liked me. I was very charismatic even as a kid.
Hmm.
But I like, no, I want to go and read the encyclopedia from start to end. I need knowledge. And back then it was all encyclopedias. So
Right, right.
went through a lot of them and really dove into learning a lot. And like it was kind of my mission to learn about humanity and the world and the natural world and everything. So I was one of those kids that did that. So I was
That's
very
funny.
bored at
I did the
school, had a
same
hard.
thing too. I read the
Yeah.
it was just like my fun time was to read the encyclopedia and just dictionaries, find out what the word of the day was, and yeah.
Yes. Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Etymology is still like today, to this day, I check the word of the day. It's just I'm a nerd for
Oh,
that too.
cool.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. So, and throughout that, again, I was not very, you could say, awakened
Mm.
in general. Um, so I struggled a lot in that way. But no, I had some of those glimpses of things that, even as a kid, suddenly like, had those kind of profound thoughts, and even adults who like, I remember like conversations when I was 5 years old with some, no, my parents' friends are like, how do you even know this?
Yeah,
And it's like, and it's not only like what I read in encyclopedia, like, no, not then at 5 years old, but like I just had a deeper knowing,
for sure.
just a knowing
Yep.
that came with me. And I was like, I just know that. That's what things are. Not just necessarily facts so much, but like just concepts,
Hmm.
wisdom. So I had that access to those deeper things and even like deeper thoughts. I remember like 8 years old, I was walking down the street and just realized, wow, we are actually all just a part of this one being, not God, because I grew up anti-religious in my family, very atheist. But
Oh,
it's
okay.
just like there's a being, there's a consciousness. There were all galaxies are actually like as if it's like it's bloodstream, and I got that, and I got that kind of spark of understanding. So so it gave me that I had those glimpses of beyond.